What's up guys, Nick here from CPAP Reviews. It's great to be with you. Now, one of the most common questions I always get asked when it comes to travel CPAP machines is how noisy are they? Now, the truth is they are a little bit noisier than your full-size CPAP machines, but it's not that much of a difference. And I thought it would be a great experiment to get the top 3 selling travel CPAP machines and then get a decibel meter and actually get some data for you. Now, all these manufacturers, they'll normally give you their own data. Now, it's a bit sneaky the way they do that and the way they do the measurements, and it's not a great accurate representation of real life noise. So what I thought I'd do is get the 3 travel CPAP machines here. I've got the Philips DreamStation Go, the ResMed Airmini, and the Z2 Auto from Breas. And I'm going to be using the same ResMed P10 mask. I think this is a great mask for travel CPAP machines. It does actually make a difference which mask you use as to the noise level, and I think this is a great quiet one to use. And I'm going to be running the machines at 5, 10, 15, and 20, and I'm going to record that data so you can see exactly how noisy they are, each one. And then also what we're going to do is I'm going to get this microphone that I use, which is very sensitive. I'm going to put it right up to the machine, record a little bit of the noise from each machine so you can get a bit of a profile on the noise the different machines make. And then to finish off, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how you can actually minimize the noise from these machines so that you can get the most quiet and best night's sleep possible if you are using one of these travel CPAP machines. All right, well, let's get to it. All right, guys. Now, I said I'd give you a few little pointers on how to reduce the ambient noise from your travel CPAP machine. The first tip I'm going to give you is that if your machine has a pressure relief setting, try and keep that on the lowest number possible. The higher you have that pressure relief setting, the more noise you're going to get from your travel CPAP machine. The second tip I'm going to give you is a little bit controversial, but you need to learn how to adjust your pressure limits on your automatic travel CPAP machines. And you want to try and bring that top cap, the upper limit, the max limit, down as low as possible. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you an example here. Let's just say in order to control 95% of your sleep apnea at home, normally you need 15 centimeters of pressure. Now, if I told you that if I put you on 10 centimeters instead of 15, you're going to get 80% control instead of 95% control, but the noise level is going to be reduced by, say, 40%. I think that's a good win right there. Okay. You might not be getting the most perfect sleep, but you're still going to get a really good sleep. You're still not going to have any snoring. You're going to have minimal sleep apnea, but you've reduced the noise of your CPAP machine dramatically. And your mask is also going to seal a whole lot better. So monitor your sleep data, have a look at your apnea hypopnea index. And if it's within a relatively healthy range, sort of 5, 10, 15, then you're pretty good. You can keep bringing that pressure down. If you're getting above 20, it's going to be, into the moderate range. You probably don't want to be there. So try and keep it sort of below 15. But if it's only for a short period of time, maybe you're going, traveling overseas for a short period of time or going camping, you might just want to bring that limit down, that max limit down, cap that upper limit pressure. And that way your machine's going to run much quieter. Plus your mask is going to seal a whole lot better as well. And you'll probably find the therapy a whole lot more enjoyable just as a whole, okay? So that's my little tip for you there. Third tip is the mask. It actually makes a difference with these machines. Those hollow tube ones that connect at the top of the head, the Dreamwear, the N30i, there's a few other ones. They can be quite noisy with the travel CPAP machines. And the reason is the air really shoots up the tube with these little machines, and it shoots up beside the ears there, and it can be a bit noisy. So I'll put a link in the description of some masks that really work well with these machines. Some nice, really quiet ones, some nice light ones that are going to go great with your travel CPAP options. Fourth one, it's pretty simple. Don't have the machine too close to your ear. Obviously, you can put them anywhere, put them here, put them there. As long as they've got air flow, they can flow into the motor. You're going to be pretty sweet. So just, move them around. Get some earplugs for the missus if she needs them. But look, apart from that, they're really not that different from your full-size units, especially at that sort of sub-10 level. Once they get above them, they can get a little bit noisier, but they're really quite good, okay? So, one more thing as well. The Q-Tube that comes with the Z2, you can use them with other travel CPAP machines, not the Airmini unless you get a little adapter thing for it, but that's a CPAP muffler. And it really reduces the noise that travels up through the tubing, okay? So it's not just the machine noise, there's noise that travels up through the tubing. So that reduces that quite significantly as well, that muffler. But yeah, anyway, I hope those tips helped you, and cheers. All right, guys, we're back. Thanks for sticking with me. Now, I'm going to quickly run through the different average volume levels of the different machines at the different pressure levels that I just did. And I'm going to put more detailed data in the description of the video, okay? But just the average levels to begin with. So starting at 5 centimeters, so very low in the pressure levels, we're going to start with the Airmini and work our way across. The Airmini coming in at 46 decibels average, the DreamStation Go at 47 decibels average, and the Z2 at 40 decibel average. So at the lower levels of the pressure, we're starting with the Z2 at the quietest, next ResMed, and then the DreamStation Go. And I could certainly hear that. I could definitely hear that the DreamStation Go was louder. Going to 10 centimeters, so we're in the mid-range now. 50 decibels for the Airmini, 52 decibel average for the DreamStation Go, and 45 decibel average for the Z2. So the Z2 still being a little bit quieter there. Just remember the Z2 does also have a Q-Tube muffler on the end of it, so it is like a bit more of a silencer on that machine. Going into the mid-upper levels now, so 15 centimeters of pressure. The ResMed stayed at 50, okay? It didn't go any higher. The DreamStation crept up a little bit further to 55 decibel average, and then the Z2 at 49 decibel average. So now that we're in the upper limits, the Z2 and the Airmini are roughly the same, with the DreamStation Go just a little bit higher still. and then getting to the max level. So not many of you are going to be on 20. If you are, well done. You must snore like a trooper. But coming in at that, once again, the ResMed stayed around the same. It stayed at 51 decibels. The DreamStation Go crept up another couple to 57 decibels, and the Z2 at 53 decibels. So now the Z2 is actually a little bit noisier at this upper limit compared to the Airmini. So the Airmini seems to hit a point where it just doesn't really go up in noise, even when you go up in pressure. I think the motor sort of sounds are the same, and I could hear that as well. Whereas the Z2 definitely quieter at those lower to mid-range pressures, and then when it gets up to those super high pressures, I could hear it have a bit more of a pitch to the ResMed there as well. And then the DreamStation Go was definitely noisier across the board. So anyway, guys, I hope that's useful information for you. It was a little bit boring for me to do, to be honest, but at the same time, it certainly was interesting to measure up these different machines with the same mask, the same settings, just to hear the differences. And I hope it's beneficial for you in some point. I also hope you're doing really well. I know it's a bit crazy at the moment with all this coronavirus stuff, but just do what you can, stay safe. And if you enjoy the video, give us a thumbs up, show your support, hit that like button, and also subscribe to my channel. It's free, and I'll just keep putting out these little videos for you, just to give you a bit more knowledge when it comes to CPAP stuff. And anyway, that's it for now. Take care. Hope you and your families are well. All the best. Cheers.